Well, hello there, Guardians. Enjoying some fun moments here on the shores of time using that boy Juju. And of course, my favorite sidekick, the Preorder's Revenge, which you'll see plenty of in this one right here. So, enjoy the gameplay while it's going on in the background. I want to talk to you guys about the hotfix / patch notes that have recently been released by Bungie, talking a little bit about the things that are changing in this new update. So, first things first, activity rewards. Fixed an issue with the Synod materials no longer being a possible reward for daily gold tier public events. Of course, that was entirely a priority. Next up, in addition to other potential rewards, weekly Nightfall strikes can now award 9 or more strange coins, which is good. A lot of the community was kind of like, well, that's back-asswards. I could do the weekly at the highest difficulty and get 9, but I can get 5 from Nightfall. Well played. All right, so I'm glad that's out of the way. My guess is it probably scales instead of having like 5 to 10, now it's probably like 9 to 14, 9 to 15. So that's kind of cool. At least, you know, it's not that much of an embarrassment anymore. So moving on over. PvP portion. Maps have been added to the rotation for Control, Clash, and Iron Banner when it is available. The Anomaly, Asylum, and Burning Shrine are now available in those playlists. So that's going to freshen it up a little bit. It's going to spiff it up a little. It's going to feel really cool and nice to have new things in the mix. So that's fun. Iron Banner, too, is now coming back. It starts at 1 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Eastern, Tuesday, January 14th, which is tomorrow by the time you're watching this video. And, of course, it's going to be interesting, and a lot of people are always asking themselves, is it worth playing? Is it worth grinding for? And my answer now more than ever is yes. It's something that you should definitely invest the time and frustration with, and get in there, do what you can, try to level up, build your team together, and I'll tell you why. The playlist weapon drops are now the level 32 sniper rifle and the level 32 auto rifle, meaning you can get Effort Eat Spear as a reward drop while participating in the Iron Banner. That alone is enough of a reason for you guys to participate in it if you were unable to purchase it last week. It is the best sniper rifle in the game. I'm actually putting up an update, a review of the gun later on tonight, and I'll tell you why if you do not believe me. And also there's that auto rifle. It's salad topping, saliva droppings. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's like Salamar's Wrath. You know what I'm talking about. That auto rifle nobody cared about. That one. And then, of course, the event standing to learn legendary gear. You can also get the 32 hand cannon and the 32 rocket launcher. I don't know the name of the rocket launcher right offhand, but it'll be nice to get in case you can get a tracking one and a, explosive one. You can basically rebuild your own because of the ability to re-roll in the Iron Banner now. A rocket launcher that you can roll for Arc or Void is important. You can pretty much develop your own Truth or your own Hunger or Crota, and most of the nice ones right now are all solar damage. So if you can actually get that rocket launcher and roll a nice one with the same abilities and perks, but get Arc or Void damage, that's going to be incredible, you know what I mean? So definitely look for that. And of course, Timur's Lash with the right builds are going to be great for PvP as well. You can also get 32 gauntlets now from the Iron Banner, and you can get 31 boots. Again, it's only one of those pieces is really worth anything, but still, at least it's an upgradable one for the gauntlets. Next up, the weapon, I guess it's kind of a fix. It's not a fix, it's kind of like a halt. Paul's. The sniper rifle Blackhammer, which is the Crota sniper rifle, the Hivebreaker upgrade has been disabled until it's fixed to play nicely with the white nail. That is because if you've never used it before, people that have actually put their points into that perk can actually disrupt the white nail ability. That ability that makes the Black Hammer allows you to not have to worry about reloading while hitting those precision shots in succession. Used to disrupt that and mess it up. So now that's out of the way. It's just kind of turned off until they fix it. So that's good. At least that's gone so people can actually fully utilize that perk, those that didn't get the opportunity to do that. Now, moving on to the raids. The Vault of Glass exotic weapon drops are now level 32. They're upgraded, so you're not going to need to worry about getting level 31s and then wait until Xur sells the upgrade for it. They come dropped now, prepared and ready, and beefed up. Crota's End fixes. The rewards. Treasure chests now contain radiant materials, meaning the chest that is at the spawn there in the pit area where all the thralls are that spawns in one of the random, 7 doors with the orange light above it, that now no longer has class items or a potential chance to drop an exotic. It is only radiant materials from here on out. That exotic, those class items and materials are now going to be located on the Death Seeker, the portion right before the the Crota boss, and that is the portion that never had anything before, so I'm glad there's actually a purpose for doing it now, which is pretty awesome. So, on top of that, the pit encounter. The Pillars of Night no longer launch players into the air when they explode, so you can't just boost off of those and get to the end of the map, so on and so forth. That cheese has been removed. The bridge encounter. Players will now be required to cross the bridge in order to complete the bridge encounter. Players will now be required to wait for the bridge to be completed prior to crossing with the sword as well. They are completely melting all the cheese opportunities, if you're not noticing a pattern right here. The Death Singer encounter. Fixed a rare case where the Shriekers would not spawn, preventing players from reaching the Death Singer. That's a pretty good one. And the Death Singer now has a chance to drop exotic weapons, armor, class pieces, and radiant materials. Basically, it took the loot that you could get from the original chest in that first portion of the raid, and it's now located by completing and killing her. Moving on out, last but not least, the Crota encounter. Two sword bearers will no longer spawn at the same time on the outset of the encounter. That wasn't very common, not a lot of people abuse that one, but it's good that that one is in fact gone. Crota will now recover from his kneeling state after a player quits. GG, no more tabooing like that. You gotta love the fact that that's gone. Next up, fixed a bug that allowed players to remove the presence of Crota debuff using a Radiance Warlock's Fireborn ability. That's basically when people would wipe, and last minute a Sun Singer would go ahead and revive, and during that it would take that debuff that actually means you have to use the Chalice. So that took that out. That's been fixed. Fixed a bug that made the Oversoul appear destroyed to some players in a fire team when it was actually still active. That's a heavily important one because that happened to us a lot of times and ruined the entire run for us. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you with another video later on tonight, and it's going to be on the Aphrodite Spear review. So again, another reason why you need to pay attention to the Iron Banner this time around. Take care, guys.